So I don't think I agree with Fourth Wing being worse than Quicksilver.
You're wrong.
Okay. Well, but this is my ranking.
Okay. I think this is a disaster. So I'll say that the worst read of the year for me was Iron Flame.
Wow.
Yeah.
My top 3 of this year is actually one of our October reads. So I loved Hemlock and Silver.
Yeah. That was a fun book.
I loved this book. Like, I didn't even think I was going to love it. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Ale.
And I'm Carla, and this is Booked and Buzzin'.
From bestseller to hidden gems, we're going to be sharing our thoughts, reviews, and all the latest buzz in the book world.
Today, we are going to be ranking all of our 2025 reads from least to most liked. So,
Yeah.
best, worst to best.
Yep. This is not the order,
No.
but
This is all the books that we've read, but we have a different order for them. So,
yeah. As we are nearing the end of 2025, we wanted to reminisce on the books that we've read and which ones were hits and which ones were not. The twist is that we're each gonna do our own rating.
yeah. And the other twist is that we haven't done this ahead of time. So
No, we're gonna do this now.
we're going to figure it out right now.
So, do you want to start or do you want me to start?
Do you have a pretty good idea of where you rank things?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna struggle for a bit.
Okay, I can start
Okay.
because I
I'm
already
excited.
know which one my least liked is. Right here, this little trilogy, and it's not a trilogy, but that's what we have out right now.
Okay, so do you want to put them in order?
No, because then you're gonna end. Well, should we?
Yeah.
Should we do that? Okay, so least liked, we'll go over here.
We can start it that way. Yeah.
Well, then perfect. I guess I would say,
Wait, but in order?
yeah, I'm trying to
So
think of
fourth
the
one
order.
was the worst for you?
So Onyx Storm was the least worst of the three, followed by Fourth Wing and Iron Flame are both tied for like fucking crappy. But I guess I would put it like this. Because with Fourth Wing, I still had hope that, like, okay, maybe this won't be so bad. So I'll say that the worst read of the year for me was Iron Flame.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you've watched any content of ours talking about this world, then this is not coming as a shock. Then Fourth Wing, and then followed by Onyx Storm. Onyx Storm wasn't so bad, but it's just, I have a very hard time with the character that narrates it, and I don't like the plot holes, and I feel like Rebecca Yarros does stuff to just confuse you.
Okay.
So I'll put these three. Then I would put, not because I didn't like it, but just because I really, honestly, I liked pretty much everything else here. I'd put Quicksilver over here.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's one way to do it. Okay. So we're going to put Quicksilver there,
Okay.
followed by,
We already know that your sunrise and leaving is
yeah, let's take that out. Followed by When the Moon Hatched.
okay.
I did like When the Moon Hatched more than Quicksilver, but it was still, I still didn't like parts of it. I didn't like how it took literally like 300, 400 pages for me to start understanding things, or for Rave to stop being such an insufferable
I think we also
character.
had I think this year we had quite the trouble with female main characters.
Yeah, the FMCs this year were not,
We're not
they
giving,
weren't doing it.
which
So
is crazy because Katniss is on here.
I know, but
And-
Katniss, she takes the cake. She's amazing. I can never complain about her.
Never. Okay.
Which, you know, I've heard like new narratives about her where people are like, Katniss is an unreliable narrator, which is it's true.
What do you mean?
Well, we have to like actually dive into that in an episode, but they're like, for example, like why were the careers so like insistent on like we need to find her because she's a threat. But when Katniss is like relaying all the information to you, she's like, "Oh, like I don't stand a chance. Like, you know, like I suck. Like I'm not even that good of a shot." And like you think Katniss is like, "Damn, this girl's going to die," until like Peeta's like, "No, she's a great shot. Like she shoots squirrels through the eye and then they give her such a high score." And like I think it's a conversation to be had. I think we should really look into that
Okay.
because I think it's pretty valid. But anyways, not my girl Katniss. No, she's gonna be all the way up there. I'm not done with Brimstone, so I don't really know confidently where I rank this. But for right now, I'm gonna put her right here in front of When the Moon Hatched because I am really enjoying this book.
Okay. So you have the 3 Hunger Games and then Snow's book and our October reads.
Okay. So
Snow's is the green one, I think.
we're gonna leave Snow right there because it was a good book, but it just didn't really do it for me. You know, like I wasn't enthralled by it, and I didn't care for Snow. I didn't want to know more about him. I know you did, but for me, I was just like, this is like I don't care.
I love that book. Okay.
It's a good book, but look,
Yeah.
right here is the danger zone. Anything past that, like,
But let me ask
it
you
didn't
this.
do too bad.
Let me ask you this. Your danger zone. Here's my thing.
Right here. What about it?
Here's my thing. Even though we read all of these and we're like the whole point of the video is that we're rating them best to worst or whatever. I don't think I hated any book I read this year. I struggled with Quicksilver at first.
You hated Quicksilver.
Okay, fine. I hated
The
Quicksilver
first time
when
you
I
read
first
it. The
read it.
second time you read it was different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you hate Fourth Wing?
I'm not excited for the fourth one.
Damn. Okay.
I don't want to say I hate it yet, but I don't love it. I like the potential. I think that there's a lot of potential. I think it's a cool concept. I think that there's characters that I enjoy reading. Mainly they're the dragons. But everything else about the book really screams try hard to me. And like forced, like it's being forced down my throat how fucking cool and badass Violet is. It's not coming natural. I don't feel that she's like really worked or struggled for the like props that she's given. And she's just insufferable. You know, she makes it such a hard read for me. I don't find the things that happen realistic with her. So I don't like it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it.
Okay.
I'm somewhere in between like I don't like this book and like it might be more than that. Like I'm in between that.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see where the
see.
series goes. I'm
Okay.
gonna have to finish it regardless. But yeah, this is the danger zone. Quicksilver, I liked it. I gave it a 3.5. I just struggled with Ceres because I just and the relationship between Ceres and Kingfisher.
And Kingfisher being a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I don't like that. And I know we've talked about it a lot, so I'm not gonna harp on it, but I
Yeah.
just really didn't like a lot of things that happened in this book. But I think the book has a lot of potential. I loved the world. I loved how she made me I love her writing. I love how she painted the picture for me of what was going on in the book. And I think she has good twists and has a pretty good ability of like catching you off guard.
Off guard, yeah.
And then like enticing you for like 120 pages straight.
That's fair.
And then when the moon hatched, it's not that I don't like it, but I definitely don't love it. I struggled with that main character.
Rave.
Yes, I thought she was really annoying.
Well, I'll tell you this. I think that's the thing. Like, aside from the October reads are going to be rough for me to rate because they're so different than our usual likes.
Yeah.
But Violet was rough. Like, even though I liked Violet before we started actually analyzing the character, it is like I am the baddest bitch ever with absolutely no reason. And then we enter series, which I had high hopes for and like totally disappointed
Yeah.
me. And then Rave was just annoying from the very beginning.
Yeah.
So like we've had a rough, like half the year has been struggling through FMCs.
Yes.
Okay. So then
Once we reach Brimstone, I like this book. I'm not done with it, so I can't full. I'm like more than halfway, and I already Ceres. I'm like annoyed by her again. But it's still a good book. It's a page turner. I'll tell you that. It's every page. I'm like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next? So I like that. I am seeing still some like there's some inconsistencies where I'm like, I don't understand this.
yeah.
And I don't think it's on purpose. I think it's just like a plot hole.
Yeah.
But I am interested and I like it. I liked it, Snow's book. Period. Like it was okay. It wasn't something where like if you're gonna read the whole Hunger Games trilogy, and then the prequels, I'm gonna tell you, yeah, you got to read the Snow book before you read Sunrise on the Reaping.
For sure.
But is it something where I'm like, wow, this book was amazing, like I want to reread it? No.
Okay.
So after that, I would put. So I struggle right here with this one because it was a good book, but I don't like being scared. And this book really fucking terrified me. Even though I'm sure that, like, for an avid horror reader or thriller reader, anybody that reads anything relatively spooky, you're probably like, that's nothing. But for me, who doesn't read anything scary ever, I would read that and be scared to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I don't like feeling that way. But it was a good book, and it was also a page turner.
Yeah. Okay.
I kind of want to put it over here, but I just don't know how Brimstone ends. So I'll put it in front of the Snow book because it was more enthralling than that.
Okay. I'm so excited to do mine.
Okay.
Just can't wait to see your reaction.
I think I'm going to put Hemlock and Silver right here. It was really fun. I did like this book a lot. I don't have anything bad to say. It was definitely a different read, but I really like how this author writes. I think that she's really good at making characters likable, even when they're just like whatever.
Yeah. I do agree with that.
So I'll put that there. And then I really did enjoy Endless Night. It dragged in the beginning, I'm not going to lie to you.
And 95% of the book.
I wouldn't say 95%.
Oh, sorry, 97.
It did drag, but what I'll say is that it's such a short book
Yeah.
that at the end, the twist really did catch me off guard, which is hard to do.
Yeah.
And it shifted my whole perspective for the whole book where I was like, oh my God. And I started clicking things left and right.
Yeah.
And I really liked that. And I liked that I wasn't scared while I was reading it.
True.
So I'll put that right in front of Hemlock and Silver. And then now this area is super tricky for me because for me, the Hunger Games trilogy should be in the front always. But if I'm trying to be honest about like the books that I read this year, I know I reread them, but it's not, I don't want to give a book series or a book that I've already read the number one read of the year.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's it's not fair to
I
the
feel
new
like
books
it's
that I read.
inconsistent. Exactly. I actually was just thinking how I'm going to struggle with that because The Hunger Games is one of my top reads of
God's
all
year
time.
for me.
But it's not my top this year.
Right, because I read this years ago.
Exactly.
It's my top reread of the year.
Yeah.
And if I'm being completely honest, I don't really know how to rank Sunrise on the Reaping in there because it's so interconnected. I'm gonna leave Sunrise on the Reaping in the front because it is a new book that I read this year.
Yep.
That doesn't mean I'm saying it's better than the trilogy, but I'm gonna give that to Sunrise on the Reaping And then the order of the trilogy for me, which is also super hard, is Catching Fire. Oh my God.
I know.
This one's a tough one. Um,
Yeah, I mean, I get
fuck.
it. Okay, so we're doing Catching Fire.
Yeah, Catching Fire is number 1. No, Catching Fire is this one.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, geez. I don't know.
Oh, it's Mockingjay.
Mockingjay and Hunger Games are completely different feelings.
I know.
Oh my God, these books are so nice. I'm going to say Mockingjay and then Hunger Games because I really loved watching how much Katniss struggled because it was so real.
Agreed.
And then number 1 read of the year, Sunrise on the Reaping.
Yep.
That book decimated me.
I know.
And in a way that I haven't felt this way reading a book in a long time. Where it destroyed me and I loved it at the same time. And there was like literally nothing happy that came from that book. But
Fulfilled.
yeah, it really did fulfill me. And it was crazy because I know we've talked about this, but like, you know what's going to happen before you read the book.
Yep.
And then you read the book and it
Still
shatters you into a million pieces, and you find yourself hoping that these characters that you know are not going to make it. So this is just definitely hands down
the best,
the top read of the year for me.
So one thing I will tell you, I am totally going to change this up.
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
But what I am very happy about is that it's cool that we both have our top read.
Yeah.
That's both our top
it's
reads.
Your top read of the year too? Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. So I agree with you. This book was the one book all year that I kept thinking about. Mm-hmm. That I read it, and even when we moved on to the next books, I was like,
yeah.
So,
it stayed with you.
Yeah. So for sure, Sunrise on the Reaping is my top. I'm going to roast you a little bit here. Okay. Just kidding. Okay. So I don't think I agree with Fourth Wing being worse than Quicksilver.
You're wrong.
Okay. Well, I don't think I think Quicksilver was a rough read, and I felt like Fourth Wing was an okay read.
For you.
I mean, fair, but I don't know about that order at all. I think it's funny that you put Twisted Ones in front of Snow.
The reason I put it in front of Snow is because, honestly, I was petrified reading it. But, okay, you know what? Maybe if it hadn't been for the fact that I had to get through it, it wouldn't have been a page turner because I would have closed the book and not read it. Yeah. But because I had to get through it, like, I did consume it.
The amount of times that we would text each other, like, are you awake?
Yeah.
No, that book was creepy.
It was creepy. And I'm trying to be objective now, like weeks down the line, but it's still hard for me to like fully digest the book and rank it. I put it in front of the Snow book because the Snow book for me was not enthralling at all. It wasn't a book that I was like excited to read or really interested to read. I read it because it was written by Suzanne Collins and it was a great book. But for me, I don't know. For me, I just feel like Twisted Ones did more than what the Snow book did for me.
Yeah. I get that. It's a hard one for me. I mean, I'll do mine now, but the October reads are really hard for me to and the Hunger Game ones.
Yeah.
I agree with this, and this is going to go the same wherever I put them. And it's going to be hard because they're my God tier.
Yeah.
But they're not my top for this year.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, so you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, aside from Sunrise on the Reaping, my girl Suzanne gave me 2 top reads this year because I actually read Snow's book for the first time this year.
Yeah.
And I was enthralled. I really was. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what it was. I just felt like, again, I am not a Snow like fan. Especially
Anymore.
that. I mean, well, yes. This entire book, I'm like, he's the underdog. He needs to get out. Obviously, I know how it ends. But in the book, I felt like, yep, fucking kill them all. Like, I don't know. Not the people on the game, but like him like being a menace with his
Yeah.
like classmates and stuff. He was like, yeah, fucking get him. You know? I loved it. I loved this book. I was like, oh my God, how did Suzanne find like the capability to make me be interested and want the villain to win? And like, I don't want him to win because then you read this shit and this, and you're like, this guy's psychotic.
Especially this one right here.
Yeah, like psychotic.
Yeah.
But in this one, you want him to win. I did. Not knowing, not adding in what he became. In this book, I was like, fuck Clemmy. Fuck the other bitch.
No, yeah.
Like,
I
you
get
know what
where
I'm
you're coming
saying?
from. I
So-
get where you're coming from.
My top 3 of this year is actually one of our October reads. So I loved Hemlock and Silver.
Yeah. That was a fun book.
I loved this book. Like, I didn't even think I was going to love it. I remember reading it, and like, one thing that I will say about this author, because this one and this one was written by T. Kingfisher, I was never bored.
Yeah.
But it took a second to kind of like get me into it. But all of a sudden, when the twist twisted, I remember I was in bed and I was like falling asleep. And then the twist of the mirror happened. And I was like, what? What? And so I really, really like enjoyed these 3 books. I ran through, and I think that's one of the ways that I like am able to like decide which ones are my top. Like, which books did I like stop what I was doing in my daily life
Yeah.
to be like,
That's a good way to gauge it.
yes. And these 3 did it for me, where the rest of my reads I just kind of read
Yeah.
when I was like done with my day.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I would agree with that.
Like, I would be in between meetings, like, because I have a Kindle. That's how I usually read. And I'd be like this. So these are my top 3. Now it's going to get interesting because I'm going to leave the Hunger Games. I agree with this, but I'm going to leave it somewhere in the middle just because it is God tier for me. But I think there are other books that I just enjoyed this year.
Yeah.
So right after this, okay.
I know where you're going. I knew it. I was like, she's going to put that stupid shit up there. Not stupid shit, but I just knew it.
So this one's actually a little tough for me because I am in between these 2 right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I was not expecting When the Moon Hatched to be so high up.
I'll tell you what. So I'll tell you this. I loved Onyx Storm. Yes, I am a big fan of the Fourth Wing series. I do enjoy where the book is going. I love the world. I love most of the characters. Onyx Storm to me was one of my favorite books, but it was more because of how much I love Xaden.
Yeah, I know.
Because Xaden in this book was like melting me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
He was very
saying?
sweet in the book, for sure.
So, but not only sweet, because he was, but like going through it
Yeah.
in a way that Rebecca Yarros was able to show you through a lens that wasn't his. And I enjoyed like how much little by little it felt like he was losing himself because he
Yeah.
did, right?
No, I will give it to you. That book is really sad when you're looking at it from Xaden's perspective.
So I put it slightly higher than When the Moon Hatched because I did really like When the Moon Hatched because of the world building. I
Yeah.
loved the world building, and when the moon hatched, it really, really got me. The moon plum.
Oh, that was devastating. That was like a knife to the heart.
That part made me feel a lot of things.
Yeah.
Khan made me feel so sad for him.
Yeah.
And I think you guys are going to pick up what I'm not trying to put down, which is like, I don't love to be sad.
No,
Okay.
no,
But
when a book can elicit that from you, that's strong and that counts.
yes. So that's why I picked those.
But Rave,
Rave was, I know.
she's so hard to swallow.
So, okay, because here's the thing. Rave is really fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Because aside from the fact that she thinks she knows everything, she is one of the most avoidant for stupid purposes characters I've ever met.
Like
Just like there's a difference
intentionally
between
not asking questions that like are obviously there to be
100%,
asked
yes.
and need to be answered.
Yeah. Yep. So it's not just that you're avoidant, you are, what is that word that I'm thinking of? Like you are como un riesgo.
Like a liability?
You are a liability.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. You're a liability to the whole kingdom because you
agree with
can't
that.
just get your shit together. So, Rave, huge negatives for me. World building, I really liked it. And the dragons, I loved. Khan, I loved. So, the fact that the second one's coming makes me excited.
Yeah. No, I'm excited to read the second one.
Yeah. Okay, let me continue. So, I'm just going to leave these here.
Okay.
Because still I read them and they're still my favorite. I'll be honest, I really was not a big fan of this one. This one was my least liked.
Really? I really like that book.
Yeah, no. But I will tell you another one. This one was closely right after. Yep.
Because of the fear factor of it?
Okay, that's a good question. Maybe I'm being unfair. And that's okay. Because
It's your ranking.
It's my ranking, but if there are horror fans and like thriller fans here, it was a good book. And maybe I'm being biased because we don't love scary books. But the other thing that I really don't like about it, the world building I really like of the scary part. Like I felt kind of confused. I felt like I couldn't really see the setting on this one.
I can feel that way.
And I couldn't put an image to the effigies. Thank God. But like it was just weird to me. It creeped me out.
That was hard to picture, but I was just terrified and like not really wanting to picture it much.
Yep.
So why don't you put it after Endless Night? Why is Endless Night your least?
Because at least with Twisted Ones, I was interested for the majority of the book. Endless Night felt like I didn't understand the point of this book at all. Like, I know it now. But as I was reading it, I was like, ¿A dónde vamos a llegar?
Yeah.
Dime, ¿en qué llegamos?
Yeah.
So I felt like 90% of the book, I'm like, what is the point of all of this stupid side lore that you're telling me? So that's where I got annoyed. And then, so this one's hard for me because I definitely think Quicksilver was less better. Brimstone is better than Quicksilver. Okay, so these are Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. This is tough for me.
Yeah, I know.
I liked Fourth Wing.
But
I do think I liked Iron Flame more. I don't know if I'm being fair in the whole. I don't know if I'm being fair in the whole book aspects, but the way that Iron Flame ended was like to me. So I think think I'm going to do this. This one. I think that's my...
That's your ranking?
I think this is my ranking. Now, I do want to say a couple things to this.
Okay.
You roast me. So, for me, Quicksilver is near the end. But it when I first read it, I was like, I would have put it at the end. I was like, I fucking hated it the first time.
If you hadn't done a reread, it would be at the end.
Yes. But when I reread it, I noticed I'm like, wait a minute, like there is a lot of potential. I love the environment of the author, the setting of the author.
Agree.
Maybe I don't love the characters or the relationship building, but I really was able to enjoy the fact that the magic system was really cool. The Quicksilver part of it. Brimstone was better than Quicksilver to me. So even though I've put them at the end, it's because I really am really into this world of Fourth Wing, and I'm just starting to get into Quicksilver. But this is my ranking.
Okay. I think this is a disaster. I can't get behind this ranking right here.
Okay.
I can't get behind this being up there either. I mean, it's just different. Snow's book being up here. I mean, I'm not shitting on the book. I'm just saying to make that your number 2 book of the read, your number 2 read of the year. Wild to me. This is crazy to me. This bitch belongs in the back with these two. Way the fuck back here. But you and I have a different opinion on the Fourth Wing books. The Empyrean series saga. You see something in it that I don't, in terms of like what
I don't know if all I see in it was Zayden, if I'm being honest. But I'm being biased because I do love his character.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck he sees in Violet, but I felt like this was Zayden's book.
But even Zayden, like, he's great, right? But like,
I wish he
explain
would've.
to me the chemistry between the two of them. I don't know. Where did that come from?
I know. I wish this book would have been written in Zayden's POV.
Yeah, that would have been nice. So yeah, that needs to be all the way back there. When the Moon Hatched, I can understand you putting it around here because it was a good book.
Yeah.
It's just, for me, I was like, I didn't like that I was confused for so long. I didn't like that Rave was just dragging her feet the whole time. And to me, it didn't start getting good until page like 400. So that's why it was further back for me. The Hunger Games trilogy, I agree with your ranking. Again, these two motherfuckers need to be all the way back here. These two, I don't agree with this. I think they should be higher.
Okay.
I like Quicksilver though, and I know that you struggled with it. And then Brimstone, I'm enjoying it. I don't think even if I finish Brimstone, would I make that my read of the year?
No.
Because there's still problems with the book that bring it down for me in terms of ranking, but I am very entertained by it. It is a page turner. I'm excited to see where she takes it. She is great at painting the story for me, the world. I think Brimstone is better than Quicksilver so far.
Yes. I'm gonna tell you my challenge with that. Okay. My thing with Brimstone is that setting 10 out of 10. World building is cool. I'm telling you, the magic system, if I could, this is a little bit crazy, not a little crazy, but this is a little hard. If we were to rank these in the interest of the magic system, Quicksilver would be first for me. And Fourth One would actually be the last one.
Where it belongs.
For magic system, I find the idea of the Quicksilver so cool.
Yeah, I agree.
So cool, etc. I'm gonna be super honest, like Brimstone is not bad. It's better than Quicksilver. But it's not a page turner to me. Like I'm reading and I read it and I'm like, it's not bad, but like there are, aside from like the mid of like Kingfisher, and when I was reading Kingfisher and Carrion and Silverian chapters, I was like, this
Yeah, that was really fun.
series drags me through this fucking book.
What I'll say about Brimstone is that what's refreshing is that you get different POVs. You're not just stuck in Sirius's head.
God.
Sirius's chapters, they do suck for me also. I don't love them. I'm not interested in them. I want to hear about everything else, like literally everything other than her, unless Taladeus happens to be in her chapter. But I get where you're coming from. It is a page turner to me because you're finding out something new literally every chapter. And
You're finding out side lore, but
no,
I'm
you're
just
not.
like,
You're finding out important things.
I guess.
Hello, like the fucking decapitated
Okay.
vampire heads.
I'm telling you, the world building is cool.
But that's not
Where
world building.
we-
That's something that happened.
No, but I'm saying like the events and the world building is cool. I'm okay. That part was really cool to me. Like, oh, you have a whole new enemy that you don't have any idea how to kill. Cool. But then they stuck me through like 10 chapters of nothing that had to do with that. So then I was like, and so I just don't feel like it's a page turner because I keep getting pauses in the interest of the story.
I guess for me, that's not the case because I continue to be interested in the story. But yeah, I would bump up Brimstone. Quicksilver, I don't really mind it there. I would probably bump it up a little bit just because I feel like Fourth Wing belongs all the way in the back. But I would bump that up. And then I honestly don't have anything to say about Twisted Ones. I get why it's back there. It was really hard to get through because I was scared the whole time. Yeah. And I don't like being scared. So no critiques there. Endless Night does not belong in the end. I thought it was a really great plot twist. And it made me rethink the whole book. And it made me want to reread it so I can read it through the eyes of knowing what you know at the end of that book.
The plot twist was not worth the rest of the book.
The book
where
was
I was
short.
Like,
if it was like a 500-page book, I would agree
even
with you.
how short it was. I was just like, why did I read 180 pages of
No,
this?
the plot twist was like, did not see that coming.
Yes, and
then
also,
it leaves off on like, well, now what?
What do you mean?
Like, so what happens to all of her inheritance?
Oh,
Where does it go?
I guess I'd go back to the lawyer person. I don't know.
I thought it was a pretty good book. I think at the very minimum it belongs in the middle. But this is your shitty ranking. So.
I didn't like it. You like the shitty book and you put it somewhere it shouldn't be. I think a lot of people are going to agree with us.
No, I think that they're going to be like, boo.
No, I think yours is going to be
whore.
boo whore. Yours is ugly.
Yeah.
Especially because so much of the fandom is like, what do you mean you don't like Fourth Wing?
I know. I'm going to get so much hate for that. I wish I did. I think that the world has so much potential, but I really cannot stand the writing and Violet. I feel like it's such a try-hard book.
I know.
Like, if she could just calm down and stop trying to make everything be about, like, how fucking cool Violet is and how strong she is.
But you know what's going to get worse on the fourth book when she's the Duchess of Tyrandor and she's like as the biggest, baddest dragon.
I wish she would just be humbled.
And Andarna is back.
I wish she would be humbled.
I mean. So anyways, this was my ranking. We saw Carla's.
Mm-hmm. Let us know if you agree with mine or hers or if yours lies in the middle. I don't know if you guys have read all these books, but if you have read any of them, feel free to drop your ranking from best to worst.
Yeah.
Best being at the top, worst at the bottom in the comments so that we can see if
I'm right.
So we can see how wrong Alejandra is.
No, I'm telling you, someone's going to like, you know what I think? I think if we do get people that are like, have read these books, I think they're going to agree with me, except like most people are going to be like, she's a psychopath. Why is
No, I think a lot of people like that book.
Really? Mm-hmm. I don't know that. But is there a book, now that we've ranked 2025, do you want to talk a little bit about our plans for 2026?
Sure.
Because I'm really, really excited.
Okay.
So we are going to start off the year finishing Brimstone.
Yeah.
So that one's going to be like finishing the contents for Brimstone. Mm-hmm. We are going to be reading Night and the Moth. I did start that one.
Yeah.
but
Well,
I
we're
didn't
gonna finish
finish it.
Brimstone.
Yeah, we're gonna finish Brimstone content. Then we're gonna jump into Night of the Moth.
Yeah.
And then we're going to not get fucking distracted
Anymore, because we've been trying to read these two series for months.
forever.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go into
Daughter of No Worlds.
and Poppy War.
Yeah. We've been wanting to read these two forever.
Forever.
Daughter of No Worlds is my pick. Poppy War is hers. We've both heard favorable things
Yeah.
about the series
Yep.
in respectively. So,
Yep.
and we've been really wanting to read it
Yes.
forever. So,
Yeah. So we're like, before anything happens, like book 2 in April, we're
well,
like, we need
that
to
would be
read these
nice.
series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after we read that, hopefully by then it'll already be time for When the Moon Hatched 2.
Book 2.
Yes.
So
And I don't know when any next book of Yarrow's will come out. I don't think in 2026 anything will come out.
you don't think so?
I think she took a hiatus. So I think that we're,
Well, you might be right, because I do think that she wrote a contemporary novel.
yeah.
And then she's doing like the illustrations of things.
We might be reading the Light Lark series next year.
Yes, that's
We
another
might.
one that we might engage with.
I've read the first one.
I have not.
It's good, period. It's not great. I don't love it. It's good. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
It
The
has
end.
enough potential for me to read it then.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. I have a feeling it's going to piss me off the further we go, which is hilarious because I literally just bought the fourth book.
We went together. I bought the 4th book when I haven't read 1 to 3, nor have the 1
Yeah,
to
she
3.
has 4, like book number 4 only.
So I am excited. I'm excited about kind of what we have planned.
2026 looks fun.
Yes.
And we will get more creative. I know we keep saying this, but we will get more creative with the cocktails next year. It's
We're
been
gonna.
rough, okay? It's been rough.
We've had a few couple of months.
Yeah. I mean, look, Halloween is important to us. A lot of stuff happened in
Very
October.
important.
And then from there on, it's holidays. There's a lot of birthdays in between.
A lot of birthdays, a lot of insistent family.
Yeah.
So I
A
feel
lot
like
of celebrations. So I feel
Which-
like we didn't do too bad
No.
for it being our first round of holidays. Next year will be smoother.
next year will be smoother and we have a better idea
Yeah.
of what holidays or other months of the year look like.
Yeah.
But I am excited because I'm excited for us to have those series in the works. And I think we're gonna have a good time.
We're definitely going to have more books to read too.
Yeah. Like I'm excited about book 2 here. And I don't know.
I have a whole stack of books that I have on my TBR.
I know, same.
So we definitely have books
We
to
have
get
a
through.
lot of books to get through. So anyways,
So I think that
if
wraps
you-
up 2025 for us.
and what's really cool is that all of these books have their own episode.
Yeah. Yes, they do.
So-
except for these two. We got to do an episode on each one
Fair.
of these.
Fair.
But all the
that is
rest
true.
do have an episode on them.
All the rest have an episode on them. So if you want to kind of reminisce with us our 2025 reads, or you want to go back and see what we said, it'd be hilarious because Ale that read Quicksilver in like April
Yeah, not the same
is
Ale.
not the same one that you're going to see in the recap lately. So that's fun. I like that kind of growth. But I am excited about 2026. And thank
too.
you for hanging out with us on our first year of Booked and Buzzin'.
Thanks for being with us along the ride. See you next year. Bye.
Bye.